Hey guys, it is Danny here, the multiple streams queen. I want to share how to get started in Airbnb. So many times people ask, how do I start? For one, how to get started, you need to have a business. I do the business model rental arbitrage. We do not do personal leases. We do rental arbitrage, right? So our business is leasing the apartment. It is not us personally, it's not Danny. It is our business that is leasing the apartment. Okay. So you need to have a business. No, do not use a sole proprietor. You need to have some type of business entity that requires you to go get an EIN. So whether that be an LLC, an S corporation, or a C corporation, or even a partnership, you need to have some legal entity that is set up in order for you to get a corporate lease. A corporate lease is essentially the apartment complex leasing to a business. So you have to have a business set up. If you're not sure about which entity to pick, I'm not a lawyer, so I can't give you legal advice, but the most common business entity that people use is an LLC, a limited liability company. Okay, do your research. I'll probably drop a comment here with from the SBA, right? The Small Business Administration. They give you definitions on the different business entities that you can use, right, to establish your business. Right? You can do this yourself. You don't have to pay anybody to do it, but you need to have a business entity that is set up. You may have heard me say you need an EIN, right? So an EIN is like the social security number for your business. You know how you have a social security number, your business needs one. And that will help you when you are establishing your business. Okay. So, number one, have a business, right? Whether that is an LLC, a S Corp, or a C Corp. Number two, go and get an EIN. You can get that for free, right? Go right on the irs.gov, right? Don't be fooled and go and you end up at a site where you have to pay. Your EIN is free. But keep in mind when you're setting up that EIN, you probably want to do it right the first time. So a lot of times I did it myself. I did this, y'all. Okay. I am not perfect. When I set up my first business, I set it up with my home address. And it took me a while to undo that mess that I did. Right. So a lot of times when you're trying to go after funding, you're trying to get credit from different lenders, they are looking at all of the information and they want it all to match. So whatever I put on that EIN application, whatever I put on my LLC application, they want everything to match. So keep in mind, right? Don't put your home address on there. Go and get you a business address. Okay. You can do that with places, companies like iPostal. You can use Regis, Opus. These are places that you can basically, you're paying them a small fee to use their professional address. And when I say professional, I can type that address into Google and a actual commercial building will pop up. My virtual office address, I can actually go receive mail there and I can go and pick up my mail there. So if a lender were to pull up that address, they can see a building. They can go to the office suite where my virtual office address is, right? I can go and I can have conferences or classes there. All I have to do is make an appointment. It is an actual building. It is not a P.O. box address. It is an actual building. Okay. So keep that in mind when you're setting up your business. Go ahead and do it the right way the first time. I have a friend right now that has been trying to get a line of credit from a lender, and that is the thing that's holding her up because what is on her LLC paperwork and her EIN is not the same. Okay. So keep that in mind. You can go and you can file your own LLC on your Secretary of State. So I'm in Maryland. I can Google Maryland Secretary of State LLC, right? How to start an LLC in my home. Once you decide that an LLC works for you, if it does, again, I can't tell you what will or won't work for you, right? I can just tell you what's most common, right? I'm not here to give you legal advice, but you need a business in order to start your Airbnb or short-term rental business. Okay. So don't spend too much time looking over S Corp, C Corps, and LLCs. Go do your research. Once you decide on which entity is going to work for you, make sure you go and get a professional business address. There are small fees, right? I've seen some as low as $25 a month. Okay. Small cost in order for you to do business. Get your business address, EIN, your if you choose an LLC, you can set that up with your state. You can also set up S corps and C corps if that is the business entity that you choose, right? And then that can help you when you're starting to establish business credit, right? And when I say business credit, just like your personal credit, lenders are looking at how you pay your bill. Your business, right? They want to see how you pay back your bills. So there are some common there are tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and I got all this in the ebook, y'all. I got all of this in an ebook that I put together. It's over 100 pages, right? For people that are struggling or not sure what to do when it comes to starting their business, how to properly structure it. I put everything in an ebook with the vendors from tier 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? But you can research and look up this information yourself. But I put it in an ebook just to make it simple for everybody because I want everybody to have this information, right? I want you guys to have this information so you can start your business properly. So when you do approach the landlords, when you do approach the apartment complexes, your business looks like a business. You want to be clean and well put together, just like when you're going on a job interview. You're going to go as your best self. When you're going into those apartment complexes or when you're going into meetings with landlords, you and your business needs to put on its best self, right? So have everything together. Don't have stuff all mixed up and you got one address here, your home address on here. No, look professional from the jump. And you won't have to go back and try to fix stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever had to deal with the IRS, but it is not easy to fix stuff when you've done stuff the wrong way. So do it right the first time, right? Once you start establishing that business credit, because the apartment complexes want to see that. Will they all? No. But the majority, the ones that I have dealt with, I would say 95% of the apartment complexes that I have dealt with required my business to have some business credit and have good business credit, right? That matters. They don't want to lend to somebody who's not going to pay their bills back. They're not going to lend me their apartment if I can't pay other people back or if my business can't pay other people back. They don't want to loan me their apartment if I didn't pay this vendor over here. They're like, you got business credit, but your score is a 20. No, right? So, first things first, you got to set up that business on the right foundation. And don't feel bad if you did it wrong, if you've already done it and you're like, oh my God, I put my home address because I did it too, y'all. I didn't know. I just had to take some time and go back and fix it. So if you don't have those things set up appropriately, don't don't fear delay. Delay is not denial. Go back and fix it so everything is correct. Everything looks the same. Again, if you want to grab a quick ebook, any of my subscribers, if you've been watching me, I gave you guys a code. You always will get either $50 off of all of my live webinars, or you get 50% off of any ebook that I do. I ain't gonna tell y'all the code because if you're a faithful subscriber, you'll know the code. How do you get into this business? Number one, you must first have a business. You must first have a business because we're not doing personal leases, right? We're operating businesses. You're going to set up your business with the right foundation, choose your business entity. You're going to go and you're going to pay for a professional address. If you know someone that has a business, think now, right? Because I pay about $50 for my professional office address. You know someone that already has an office building or a suite, go and ask them, hey, can I use your office address for $20 a month, $25 a month? Go and talk to your friend who may have an office suite already. Just a thought, right? If you're like $50 a month is a lot. Go, if you know people, go start networking and talking to people. People will be willing to help you, right? Get that professional office front, get that address, set up your business entity, get that EIN. You'll need a professional email, a way that you're going to communicate back and forth with the people that you're doing business with, but you need those things from the jump, right? Don't go and get your EIN and use your home address. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. People that are my subscribers, my kings and queens that are on this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share this channel with anybody that wants to get into the Airbnb industry, anybody that wants to just learn about business in general, right? I'm going to be sharing all of that on my channel. Drop your questions. I'm looking, I'm watching, we are watching, and I'll make a special video just for you if I can, right? If I get the same question reoccurring, we'll drop another video. But I want you guys to get into this industry because it has literally set me free. I was able to retire from my six-figure nursing job, my six-figure nursing career. I was able to retire because of this business, so I love it. It has totally helped me transform me and my family's life. So I don't mind sharing. I don't mind coming and dropping gems. We're going to hop on. I'm going to be diving a little bit deeper into how you get started. Until next time,